Good morning guys, we're back at it again with another video. There's something that's really important that you definitely want to take into account when you're thinking about either buying property or kind of deciding how things are going to be laid out on your property, and that is road access. How are semi-trucks, how are concrete trucks, pump trucks, even possibly cranes as well. We'll need a crane for doing the trusses on the house as well. How are those vehicles going to be able to get up to the house, get up to the job site, and do so in a way that they can easily get up there and also get out? We got our worker bee here.
Where are you going?
What's that? We're gonna start right down here. So the mouth of our driveway is definitely wide enough, but like what I mentioned on the last videos that we did is that the driveway is currently going through the center of the house. So we have to reroute another way for semis and for us to be able to get up to the house, job site, garage, etc. And we have to make it such that a semi truck can easily get up there, can get turned around, and then can leave as well. Our first delivery, our first major delivery for the house build is going to be a semi full of ICF block. So I'm going to do an entire video going over the house plans. We'll have a complete 3D model of it, so you'll definitely see that. So just be a little patient and you'll see that coming up very soon. But we got to make it such that we can get a semi up there, get it turned around, and then come out. I already know with basically the space around the garage and the gabion wall that a semi can get up there and it can get turned around up there, but we do have to contour a new driveway up. So the semis can make the turn up into our driveway no problem, but the current driveway is going up that way there, but we want to cut a new driveway coming around here and going up towards where the garage is. So that means we're going to start trimming and cleaning up all these trees so that it's things are going to look a lot nicer. It'll give us a little bit more space since things are going to be trimmed back. This one tree here, this one mesquite, I will have to take out, but the trees behind it there, we're just going to trim up, and we're going to get everything trimmed up, and then I'll come back with the backhoe probably later this week and start digging out a lot of the stuff that's going to be in the way here. So after having the issues with the gas chainsaw last week, I got an electric one here, and we're going to test this out, see how it performs compared to the gas one there, and I will talk about that more specifically in the next video that we post.
Kind of hard to breathe.
Cool. All right, we got everything out, so we're going to start with these trees right at the front here. These should be very quick to clean up, but we're just going to work our way up to the garage. This is going to take at least a week or two to get everything kind of cleaned up, get everything beautiful looking, and do it up. Alright guys, I had a few questions on my first video there. People are curious about why we're trimming these trees and why we're doing it right now. Main reason why we're doing it right now is the site prep guy. He's really busy right now, so he can't do the work to build basically the pad for the house until the end of November. So we have a few weeks here to get all the site prep work done before he even gets here. And then when we're building the house, we don't have to worry about coming back and trimming anything or making things look nice. So it'll already be done. Now this is something that's explained in Brad Lancaster's book, Rainwater Harvesting for Drylands and Beyond. I've talked about that book quite a few times on the channel here. And he even talks about in the book about trimming the mesquite trees like this. So the trees, they tend to want to kind of grow outwards instead of upwards. And I think that's just kind of the nature of the mesquite trees. A lot of the stuff that is lower and is kind of growing downwards, a lot of it is just dead shit. Like you can just grab it right off the tree like that. So this stuff here, nothing new is going to be growing on it. So we just want to remove it from the tree so that the tree can really focus on putting its energy into the stuff that's actually live on it. So this is a good example here. As the tree's wanting to grow downwards like this, we want it to grow upwards. So the more that we trim a lot of this low stuff off, it'll encourage the tree to want to grow upwards. And another reason here is that it really improves basically improves the appearance of the tree. They look much nicer and they grow better like this. And if we're shooting the mulch back under the tree, it's basically going to help the tree retain a lot of the moisture in the root system. So that's another main reason why the chipper is really nice, because we can take the chips, put it directly under the tree. I know a lot of you guys are like, you should sell the wood chips, and it's like, it's really not worth the time to collect all the wood chips and then try to sell them or anything like that. In my opinion, they're going to be much more useful if they're under the tree. Anyways guys, the electric chainsaw, it's working pretty good. I'll kind of do more of an in-depth review and my thoughts on it. It definitely has some pros and some cons compared to a gas chainsaw. So I'll talk about that in the next video. But I want to get this tree trimmed up, so let's keep going. Yeah. Oh, damn. I think this is definitely my favorite tree that we have on the property. It's definitely one of the biggest ones that we have. And once we trim this and clean this all up, man, it looks so nice. And what's gonna be so great is that we'll be able to drive past it pretty well every single day, because our driveway is just gonna go right past it, right up here. And then you should be able to see the garage in the background there, just ever so slightly. Look at how this tree is growing. I just noticed that now. Oh my goodness. Things grow so odd out in the desert here, specifically these mesquite trees. They're so odd, but at the same time, I just love them. I love these days. Why I love a day like this? Because at the end of the day, you can look back, you can see what you've accomplished and what you've done. And that's always a good feeling. Because every time that we drive past these trees, we'll be like, man, it looks so much nicer when they're all trimmed up and cleaned up and they look really good. That tripper is no joke. I got so much dirt on the face. Awesome guys, we'll catch you on the next video. Talk to you soon. Peace.